Okay, this is like part two. For those of you that seen part one, I'm gonna just show you actually the crane a little bit more, so you can get an idea. So this is it. It's like based loosely on a Gottwald. Actually, it was a truck crane when I got it, but I got rid of the truck part because it made it a little bit easier to just have it like a pedestal, kind of like a deep south rig, if you know what that looks like. Anyways, again, the lifting hoist. See the cable snakes through the boom. You know, just like on a real one. She goes up. She couple shiz right there. The cable goes straight up. The other one makes a 90-degree turn, goes through that mast and onto the shiz. Okay. Again, we're using a threaded rod. You can find this stuff at your local hobby shop. Most of this stuff came from hobby shop, and a lot of it from Ace Hardware. Yeah, spent a lot of money on little parts there. This is the bridle. That was pretty easy to make. Just a bunch of little shiz, which were those are very hard to find. I finally found them, but they're plastic, which I like. And I heard a lot of the crane guys replace their plastic shiz with brass ones. You know, the guys that buy these like high dollar model cranes, and that's kind of funny because real cranes are going from metal to composite shiz, so that's kind of like the opposite of what's really going on. So anyways, this is your 12-part boom hoist. You know, she comes down there, and it was a lot easier just to mount all the hoists on the boom, kind of like what they're doing in like real life nowadays. They're putting all the hoists are all mounted in the booms or on the booms. You don't see too many hoists mounted on the upper. It saves a lot of transportation hassle, I guess, with heavy loads. These counterweights here, a friend of mine gave them to me. I think there's some type of lead solder little ingots. And they came in really handy. They worked really well. They weigh about 4 ounces apiece, so there's like 15 of them on here, I believe. Underneath that, like in front of that hoist right there, that's where all my electronics are. Receiver and motor controllers. Okay, that's the on-off button there for power to the battery, which is also underneath there. It's I think it's a 1350 milliamp, 7.2 volt, something like that. Okay, now these down here are my crane mats, which are actually business cards from the world's largest crane rental. You know, whatever it takes, Maxim. Which they came to town here, and they were going to take over, but it just didn't work out for them. But I did get these business cards out of the deal, which they're coming in really handy now, so that's all I care about. So up here we got our lufting, 10-part lufting, shiz and all that. Down here, this is 16 parts, so which it barely pulls it. I probably need to put a stronger hoist in there because you got all the weight of everything, on this hoist, that mass there. Which I did have this crane set up as conventional, without the super lift attachment, if you will. It was a lufter, but more like you would see a 888 lufter, no super lift attachment, and it worked good, but of course a super lift attachment at least doubles the capacity on it. Now these here, some pretty cool fittings. Got these at the hobby shop. Pull these pins out, attach that counterweight down there and get rid of it. Okay. Again, these are all out of airplane parts, basically. Okay, so now we've unhooked from the vessel. See that? 3/4 pound. Some heavy shit. And I made this ball out of here. These made out of a solid metal ball. Again, I got it from one of my friends, and we drilled a hole through it. I put some cheap Ace hardware stuff on it. And I also, I put out some big money for scale model shackles. Then they come out to like $2 a piece. You know, I got 10 of them for $20. They're pretty cool though. You gotta have them, right? See, stop it here. This is all done with my camera phone, so we could have better quality if we had a better camera. Anyways, that goes up here. We got the capacity to run 12 parts. I do have a 12-part block I made. You know, and yeah, it works good, but I mean, it's a lot slower, and you better have some weight on it. So, again, these are some really nice airplane parts. These little metal bars that I'm connecting the pennants with. So, this here is the belly lines. You know, yeah, it's first attempt. This thing is a work in progress. Constantly changing things and, you know, updating or whatever. I haven't had a major accident. I tipped it yesterday. Yeah, I got her tipped pretty good, but otherwise I've been being pretty good with it. Because before it was remotely controlled, I had several accidents with it, you know. So, anyways, you see a little bit of the settling in that because she's up so high. Okay, now let's see what else can we show you. That ring gear, that's off of a car. So it worked out perfect. Kind of looks like perfect scale too. So I got lucky with that. You know, all this stuff is just hit or miss. Yeah, I got levels on here to see where I'm at. Let's see, one down there, one there. So, okay, let's start her up and move it around a little bit. All right. You know, I'd have to get some weight off the back of that rig. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to mass forward. It's the quickest way to do it. Let's see here. Almost out of time for this video anyways, but shoot some mass forward here. 16 parts in action. How to get us? Not yet. A little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be real careful with these. Oh. All right. Got a little clearance. Oh, drops it. Here she goes swinging. End of the video.